Thank you very much for joining me for the session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind. I set a date. In 2 weeks, I will lead Musaf. I've never led Musaf. Like most things, there is a story behind it. I've been a regular leader for Shacharit, or the morning service, for many, many years. I learned it for my bar mitzvah, which is now 60 years ago. Let the skill stay dormant for a long time. And then as an adult, there was a need for that skill at my synagogue. So I brushed up on it and have been doing uh, it when it's my turn for quite a number of decades. I'm a skilled Torah reader. They ask me all the time. I'm a skilled Haftorah reader. They don't ask me that much. At one time, I read Esther and Eicha and Megillot, but they don't ask me that either. However, after being a member of the congregation for about 25 years, uh, it occurred to me that nobody ever invited me to do Musaf. At the time, I didn't know how, but I could learn how. I confronted the gentleman who uh, distributes these um, participatory invitations that I've just never been asked. He immediately agreed to put me on the rotation, but then I told him I didn't know how to do it. I would have to learn it. That was about 6 months ago. I committed myself to learning it, dabbled really, little bit on, little bit off. When I was there, I listened to the person who was leading it, but never got committed. Finally, I decided the only way I'm going to ever actually do this is to have a date. In the meantime, the people who run the place have been messing around with the shacharit portion that I usually do, never asking me, and in a way that I find personally disagreeable, meaning if they push me over the red line, I'm going to drop out of that rotation. The gabbai who distributes the portions called me, and interestingly, he did not offer me shacharit. He offered me Musaf. I told him I'd still have to learn it. 1 week isn't enough time. Would I like to do shacharit next week? No, they've been messing with it. I don't like what they did with it. Let me see how it plays out. But I will pick a date for Musaf. And I did in 2 weeks. That's enough time to learn it. I have tapes. I have uh, online audio. I can do it. I have enough practice opportunities. Um, so I'll just work on it a little bit more, little a day, over the next 10 days. Thanks so much for sharing this episode of Dr. Plotzker's Mind.